With no significant rainfall projected for the coming months, water restrictions have been announced for some areas. But as this dry condition is nothing new, neither are the measures being implemented, which raises the question, what of all the drought mitigation measures suggested over the years? TVJ's Herman Green sought an update from the National Water Commission.
Jamaica has experienced severe dry conditions almost yearly. 2014, 15 and 16 are the most recent. In those years, water levels in the Mona Reservoir and the Hermitage Dam fell below 50% of their capacity. In those years, water levels at the Mona and Hermitage dams fell below 50% of their capacity. Now in 2018, the dry months have again caused questions to be raised about the solutions that have been discussed when things were at their worst. So what of those suggestions? Public Relations Manager at the NWC, Charles Buchanan, insists things would be worse this year if they were not implemented. He notes the difference in water levels between the Mona Dam and the Hermitage Dam. Hermitage is at 40% of its capacity.
The Mona Reservoir would also be down, if not at the same place, but it would be down as well. But because of the expediting of the Kingston and St. Andrew non-revenue water reduction program, about which I spoke earlier, we're now having the Mona Reservoir having 90% of its storage, because we have already completed some of the major interventions on the Mona system.
It was estimated that leakages and illegal connections consumed close to 60% of the NWC's supply. Other suggested measures include accessing underground wells in the Ligani area of St. Andrew and reactivating old wells.
That actually was a long-term program, and what was expressed in that was for us to find ways of sewering more of the corporate area, and after you have sewered more of the corporate area and the Ligani Plains generally, you would then begin to clean up the underground aquifer in the corporate area. That program is a 20-30 year long-term strategy.
He said sewage pipe works around the corporate area are continuing as part of that program. Public-private partnerships are also being sought to access more wells. Water distribution was another challenge highlighted, as abundant water sources in the northern parishes are not available to the majority of the population in the south.
There's a great interconnectedness for a long area from, let's say, Negril, via the Logwood Water Treatment Plant, come to the Great River Treatment Plant at the St. James Hanover border, continuing over to the Martha Bray system over in Trelawney, and the water can be supplied as far away as Runaway Bay. But there are elements of that interconnectedness that need to be completed in terms of the ring roading around the country.
That, he says, is also a long-term project which won't be completed before 2030. Herman Green, TVJ News.